Alright, for part 2, I'm going to go ahead and I've already saved this, so I'm done with it. I'm going to go ahead and close it. And we're going to go ahead and go over to Flash. So I'm going to go to Start here and open up Flash. And I'm going to create a new ActionScript 2.0 document. I'm going to go to Properties, and we're going to need to do a little bit of setting up. First of all, make sure that your frames per second is 24, and make sure that your stage size is 800 by 750. The background color is going to be black. The frame rate, again, is going to be 24 frames per second. Now click OK. Let's just get rid of this thing here. Alright, so we have that now. We're on our way to creating this game. We're going to go ahead and go to File, Import to Library. And we're going to import in these two documents here, these two images. I'm going to click Open. And if I look in my library, they are there. You'll also notice that there's symbol 1 and symbol 2. These are symbols of these two PNG graphics. When you import a PNG document, it automatically converts it to a graphic symbol and just names it automatically symbol 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So in our case, we don't really need these. If you were going to do some tweening or animating, we would have kept them and just used them. Or we could delete them and create our own. But in our case, we're not going to use them at all. So I'm just going to delete both of them. I'm just going to highlight both, right click, and delete. So they're gone. We don't need them. We do need these two PNG graphics, however. So the first thing is we're going to start off by dragging over the stage map. You can either click and drag it right from the library here or drag over the thumbnail. Doesn't matter. I'm going to line it up so that it is centered with the stage, and I'm just dragging it down right now till I get to the very top. And I'm going to have Gunsmoke right here as a title. I'm going to use the nudge option, so I'm just going to press the right and left arrow to center it perfectly. I'll leave it a little bit of space at the top, and I'm going to lower the alpha just a bit so I can see what's behind it. But before we do that, because you're not going to know exactly where you've lined it up on the stage yet, but before I do all that, I'm going to convert this to a movie clip symbol. In order for us to make this Gunsmoke image interactive, which is what we need, we're going to have to convert it to a movie symbol. In the actual game, Gunsmoke appears gradually. It starts from a black screen, the song comes on, and then you have Gunsmoke appear gradually from nothing, and then it just comes in like smoke. Ooh. Anyways, so we're going to right click it, and we're going to go to convert to symbol. Once you've done that, make sure that the type is movie clip and have your registration at the top left corner. We don't have to do that. We can put it anywhere we really want, but what the registration does is that it moves this movie clip based on this point. So in our case, it's always going to move it based on the top left corner of the image. If you start putting them all over the place, it's going to be hard to keep track of where you're moving everything and the X and Y coordinates. So I would suggest keeping it, in our case, at the top left corner. Name it MC background. The name here is unimportant. It's unimportant in the sense that it's not going to be called on or anything like that. However, it's just important for me to stay organized. And I put MC at the beginning just because I like it that way. When I go in my library, it's in alphabetical order and all the MCs kind of stick together. I like it like that. That's just preference. So I wrote MC background. I'm going to click OK. And that's part 2. Before we end part 2, we're going to save it. So I'm going to hit Control S or go to File, Save. We're going to go to that folder we created. I've already done this once, so sorry, I have a couple of duplicates here. I'm going to go to my home folder inside of my name, inside Gunsmoke, and I'm going to save it right here. We'll call it Gunsmoke NES, and press enter. And that's it for part 2. Come back for part 3.